Viewer discretion is advised. If you have young children nearby, please don't let them watch this. For the next 30 seconds, this video is going to be unedited. Ugh. The thing is, when you're editing, you are the first audience to see it, and more often than not, it's you editing yourself, right? And this is the sort of thing you see, you undoing the best you can. And this is the sort of thing you see, you doing the best you can in the shoot. Most people just cut out the big stumbles and that's it. Leave it all in the cuts and jump cut. That doesn't even make sense. This is awful. And that's it. No, this is really bad. This is worse than I normally am, actually. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to normal. Let's watch the sequence again fully edited. The thing is, when you're editing, you are the first audience to see it, and more often than not, it's you editing yourself, right? And this is the sort of thing you see, you doing the best you can in the shoot, and most people just cut out the big stumbles and that's it. And you don't think it can be much better than that because you're looking at you and you don't see the edit as a chance to reinvent yourself, but that's exactly what the edit is for. And now let me walk you through all the things we do in the edit to make presenting better. 1. Cut out dead air. At the beginning and end of any take, there's always some dead air. It's you getting settled or ready for the take, the in-breath of air, and then chop. That's where you make the cut. At the end of the take, it's the same. Don't leave anything a single frame longer, unless you're doing a dead air joke like this. Okay, it's just awkward now. 2. Alternate your frame sizes. Something we're so used to from watching film and television is a cut to different frame sizes. Usually it's a cut from one angle to another, but sometimes the cut can be the same angle jumped in. When that happens, it signals new information. Something is about to happen. You can use this device and change the frame size in your edits to jump in a bit, and this will increase the energy of your presenting. But keep in mind that the resolution of your video will suffer if you push this effect too hard. I know it's a sort of in-joke to push in 80% on a reaction shot and see the frame fall into a heap of melting pixels, but it's not a good habit to be in. I wouldn't increase your frame sizes much more than 15% unless you're shooting 4K in a 1080 timeline. Then it doesn't matter. But if you're starting out, 4K opens up a lot of complexity once you're making a lot of videos, so don't start thinking, oh, I'll just film all my stuff in 4K. Film in good old 1080 for now and alternate your frame sizes by no more than 15% and you'll up the energy of your presenting. You can actually zoom in or move the camera in and out with each take, which we did for years in order to preserve that little bit of resolution. But we stopped doing that, started filming by ourselves, saved ourselves hours of production time each week, and not a single person ever noticed the difference. That was the correct place for an 80% crash zoom in the edit, just to show you, but I'll never do it again. 3. Basic grading. This can really get down in the weeds, and good color grading is a black art. But at its simplest, all you need to do is go into your colors, pull down the blacks a touch, and lift the highlights a bit. I like to play around with the highlight color just to make sure the color of my skin looks okay. One thing that can help is to have something white in shot, which is why I have my white watch strap. And then you can use the video scopes in Final Cut Pro and set them to waveform and RGB overlay to get this. Where the image is bright white, you can see these split RGB strands. Then you can move the highlights around till the strands meet up. When they do, the color grade is matching what the camera sees as white, and that makes all the other colors correct too, especially skin tone. After that, you may add a bit of saturation or take saturation away if that's the look you're after, and it will still look natural because the colors are correct. 4. Chaptering. Nice though your face is, I'm sure your audience will need a break from you, and chaptering will give your video breathing room, which is really important to stop the information from seeming like a random stream of consciousness. Although this ought to be worked out in the script, you can still break it up in the edit by just adding quote boxes to highlight important terms, thoughts, or ideas. There's more editing than that, of course. You ought to add B-roll, graphics, and other sequences, but to make the presented parts of your video look sharper than you thought it could, try these 4 things and see what a difference it makes. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button and subscribe to get 3 videos a week like this. And why not watch this video on how to set up a home studio so that the footage you're editing with is better in the first place. Now go, start doing some editing.